So creators, let's go ahead and get on our homework. I got the odd numbers, so let's begin. Tell whether x and y are proportional. Well, I can tell if they're proportional by taking y over x and seeing if it's the same every time. The first one's going to be 5 over 10. And that's going to equal 1/2 because both of these are divisible by 5. All right. Then if I take this one, 4 over 9, I cannot divide both of these and get 1/2. So these do not equal 1/2. That means this is not proportional. Okay, let's go to number 3. All right, this says simplify the expression. If I simplify this, 7p plus 6p, this is like saying 7 porcupines plus 6 porcupines. It's going to give me 13 porcupines, so 13p is my simplified expression. Going on to number 5, this is a little more complex. I'm going to take all of my numbers and stack them. So I'm going to take this -2 and bring it over here under the 6. Then I'm going to combine my b's by taking my, let's see, I'm going to take this -1/4 b and put it over here. All right. So now I got rid of this, and I got these two that I'm combining. Well, this one's easy. 6 minus 2 is 4. All right. But this one's a little more complex. I need common denominators. All right. If I look at this, I can see that if I have 2 over 5b, and I have minus 1 over 4b, I can find a common denominator of 20, because 4 times 5 is 20, which means I have to take 4 times 2, and that gives me 8. And then over here, that would be 5 times 4, which would give me 20, which gives me 5 times 1. That's going to give me 5. All right. And I know 8b minus 5b, that's going to give me 3b. So this would be 3 over 20b. And we're going to be adding 4 to that. Right, next, we're going to number 7. It says, write the word sentence as an inequality. Inequality being the optimal word. Remember, this is going to be greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. So if I do this 7 plus a number, 7 plus some number makes x. Then is more than 5. Okay, so this is more than, right? This is going to be more than sign 5. All right, doesn't say to solve it, so I can stop right there. Let's go to number 9. 9 through 14 have been omitted. We're not going to be doing those. So we're going out straight to number 15 now. Find the missing dimension using the scale 1 to 12. Okay, it's 1 to 12. So it has a length of 6.25 inches, right? And now I need the length in the actual model. Remember, this is 1 to 12, 1 to 12. And that means, see, remember, this is inches to inches, right? So this is going to be, let's see, 1 to 12. I believe this is going to, since we're dealing with inches, we're keeping the same thing, inches. So 1 to 12 would be equal to, well, this is the top one here, 6.25. And then I would put x underneath. I'm trying to find out what it will be in the actual. Okay, the model's got to be smaller than the actual more than likely, because the scale is 1 to 12, right? It's getting bigger. So if I do this, I'm seeing that I'm taking 12 times 6.25. That has to go ahead and be equal to 1 times x, which we know is x. Now I got to take 12 and multiply it to 6.25. 12 times 6.25 is going to give me 75. So that means this should be 75. All right, number 17 says the water tower's depth is 32 centimeters. We could take the same thing here, and we got 1 to 12. And we're going to be, and this is in centimeters. And I know this says meters, but our scale is talking about everything in relation to this. So we're going to put, let's see, 32 up top and x on the bottom for meters. When I do this, this is going to be 12 times 32 is going to equal 1 meter. All right, when I take 12 times 32, 32 times 12 is 384. Now remember, that's in meters. Now, here's the weird part. Actually, this is, I'm sorry, this is in centimeters. I'm sorry. So this should be a cm. We got to turn it to meters now. We got 384 centimeters. We need to turn it to meters. So let's see, this is going to be over 1. And then I realize that I'm going to have to take this and put centimeters on the bottom so I can get rid of it, and meters on the top so I can keep it. I know that there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter. So I can cross out my centimeters, right? And then I would have 384 divided by 100. This is going to give me 3.84. So my answer would be 3.84 meters. Okay. All right, the last one is height in centimeters to meters again. But this time, the height is 150. So we're going to, again, use the 1 over 12. And this time, remember, this bottom part is centimeters. And this time, we're going to put the centimeters, I'm sorry, the centimeters, 1 to 12 centimeters, right. Then we're going to take the centimeters on the bottom is going to be 150. We're looking for x. Now, something I can do, since I'm dividing by 150, I can multiply by 150. I could have cross multiplied just like I've been doing, but this is another way of doing it. Okay, 150 over 1, that gets rid of that. And then I have to multiply this side to 150. And now I have to see what goes into 150 and 12. So I'm going to say, I think 12 goes in 150. Let's check it in here. Sorry about that, a little emergency. Let's get back to this. Now, we said we're going to take 12 and divide it 150 by it. Let's see what happens here. 150 divided by 12 gives me 12.5. So that's not going to work, I guess. I think they're both divisible by maybe 3 or 4. Let's try that instead. 150 divided by 4. Oops, messed that up. 150 divided by 4. That won't give me anything either, but I know 150 divided by 3 will. That's going to give me 50. So I'm going to take 12 and divide it by 3 and get 4. I'm going to take 150 and divide it by 3 and get 50. Okay. And now I got 50 times 1, that's 50. And then 50 over 4, right? Centimeters. Okay. And this can be turned, 4 goes into 50. Let's see, I'm thinking 12 times. Yeah, 12 times. That would give me 48. So we'd say 12 with 2 left over would be 2 over 4 or 1/2. So 12 and a half centimeters, right? And now we have to do the same thing. We're going to take that and we're going to put it to get rid of centimeters, we need meters, right? So we're going to go ahead and put the meters on top, centimeters on the bottom, all right? Then we're going to remember that 100 centimeters equal to 1 meter. When I take out the centimeters, this is going to give me 12 and a half times 1. So that'll be 12.5, right, over 100. When I do that, that's going to equal 0.125, and that would be meters. And I just realized they didn't ask me for meters. They already had that. They wanted centimeters. So I had it right at the beginning. This is 12 and a half or 12.5 because it was centimeters up here. We never needed to transfer it over to meters. So 12 and a half or 12.5 would be my answer. All right, let's go to number 21. 21 says, find the scale and the scale factor of the drawing if the segment is 2.4 centimeters long, okay? The segment here is 2.4 centimeters long, right? They want the scale factor. Well, it says here that the 2.4 centimeters long is this segment. So that's going to be on top, 2.4 centimeters. And that's going to be in comparison to 2 or 24 millimeters. Now to do this, I know I can divide both of these by 2.4. That's going to give me, well, 2.4 divided by 2.4 is 1 centimeter. And then 24 divided by 2.4 will give me 10 millimeters. Make sure of that now. 24 divided by 2.4. Yep, 10. Okay. So now remember, now that we've got that scale factor, the scale factor is going to be, let's see, scale, or the scale. Ooh, what is that? The scale, and I'm just going to type this out. The scale is 1 centimeter to 10 millimeters. Okay. And now the scale factor, well, we want to make sure that we're putting this to centimeters. I do happen to know that, let's see, right now I got 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. And from what I understand, a millimeter, let's see, 10 millimeters equal well, let's see, we can do, yeah, 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter, I believe. So let's see, that's going to give me, yeah, when we do this, we're going to have to, yeah, 1 centimeter, we're getting rid of that, putting the one there. That's going to give me, no, that would be the, I'm sorry, getting that confused. Since I know that 10 centimeters or 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter, this is 1 centimeter is going to be over 1 centimeter. That's why I was confused. I'm getting the same number here. So since I know that that's a scale of 1 to 1, so a scale factor is 1. Wow, okay. Uh, Scale factor is 1. All right, let's go to number 22. On the 23, it says Central Park is a rectangular park in New York City. Okay. Uh, A, it says find the perimeter and the area of the scale drawing of Central Park. So I need the perimeter and the area. The perimeter is how much it is all the way around. And the area is how much is inside. They're saying the scale factor is 1 centimeter is equal to 320 meters. Okay. I need a little more information uh, based on this stuff here. After looking at this question in the book further, I realize they're wanting you to go ahead and take a ruler and measure this. I don't want you to be doing anything like that because I'm going to get different people with different measurements. So we're excluding number 23 from the list. I'm going to go to number 25 now. It says recreate the scale drawing so that it has a scale of 1 centimeter to 4 meters. Okay, so they want it to be 1 centimeter. It says recreate the scale drawing so it has a scale of 1 centimeter to 4 meters. And right now it says that it's 1 centimeter to 8 meters. They want us to recreate the scale drawing. Well, once again, I had to do the research and realize they're expecting you to actually take a ruler of this. I can't let you guys do that because, as you can see, when I capture this and I paste it, depending on how I made it shrink or not, I have no idea what the book's answer is going to be as far as the length of this, because it might not be the same picture identically to what the book has. So number 25 will also not be done. I'm thinking the same thing is going to happen to 26, so let's rule that out. Let me go ahead and check number 27. They talk about a blueprint. This you can do because we're talking cost per square foot, right? And it says, okay, for number 24, each square has a side length of 1/4 inch. Ceramic tile costs $5 per square foot. So you can do this because it tells you what the measurement is of each one of these. Okay. So I think you can do number 24, 25 you can't, 26 you can't. See number 27, make a conjecture about the relationship between the scale factor of a model and the quotient. The model volume and the actual volume. Explain your reasoning. This is my last question here, so I might as well just give it to you. All right, so when I paste it here, it says that the value of the ratios of the volumes is the cube of the scale factor. Sample answer, if two similar figures have a scale factor of A to B, then the ratio of their volumes is A cubed to b cubed, all right? And they're talking about the volume of cube, that is volume, all right, cubing. So that makes total sense. Since they're two similar figures, a to b would then be a to the third power to b to the third power. Well, that's all the homework for tonight. Looks like you guys got it off pretty easy, stopping at number 24 and not having to do 9 through 14. So I'll see you in class for grading. Have a